Hello and welcome back to another Magic the Gathering War of the Spark unboxing. I'm Jack. Joined with me is
Steven.
Perfect. We are here to show more of the cards that will be used for our post-release tournament that we're going to be filming at this rate with finals. Hopefully next week or the week after. It's going to happen because we need something to do. It's going to be fun. But what we did with Tommy's unboxing that I know all of you guys saw was open the packs, talk about the cards that were in them, maybe a little bit of strategy talk to see what he might lean towards in his 40-card sealed deck. But we're going to do that today with Steven. Now, like I mentioned in the last video, all of us had adulting and life happen, and we were not able to make it to an actual pre-release event. I was able to go and get my pre-release kit and play at a sealed tournament at my local game store. Mr. Steven was not too lucky, and has in fact been super unlucky, even trying to find packs, apparently, let alone pre-release kits that have been either sold out or the store owners are holding on to them. But we're not going to let that stop us. We're still going to do a sealed tournament.
It was impressively difficult for me to give people money for these.
It's like, I will pay you
I want to
for
give you
your
money
goods
for these,
and services. So you said you had to go to 5 different stores?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
I was well, I called 5.
Good, okay.
I went to 3.
Still 3, that's insane.
Yeah.
I mean, Magic cards. So apparently War of the Spark has been super received and way more popular than they were anticipating.
Yeah, all the stores were shocked by the pre-release
demand.
The demand, the participation. So
awesome.
Magic is obviously growing.
It's crazy. And 25 years later, a game that I was playing when I was 13, and now it's even more popular than it's ever been. That aside, all right. So we were going to be building with our pre-release kits. Again, Steven was not lucky enough to get one. So explain to us the workaround that you have so geniusly devised.
So the workaround, pre-release kits come with 6 packs.
6.
So here's 6.
Okay, so we're designating those as the 6 random packs.
So I bought 8. So these would be the 6 packs that you get in there. But then also with War of the Spark, what you got was 2 promos. One promo is a Planeswalker, and the other promo is just a rare. It could be a Planeswalker, but it's just a random rare.
Awesome.
And so that's what the 8 packs are for. So these are the 6 random packs. We're just going to
I would say
set these aside.
Open those first. And let's designate one for the rare spot and only go to that spot.
All right. Maybe. So Jack, I'm going to let you. Which one's going to be the rare and which is the Planeswalker?
Let's see. I dislike Gideon more, so I'll make that be your Planeswalker.
Okay, this is the Planeswalker. All right, so the Planeswalker in this pack
is the Gideon.
This is going to be my Planeswalker promo.
And we believe that there should only be one Planeswalker in the pack.
If there's 2, then we'll have to
figure something out.
Okay, all right, so open this up. So the other cards in this pack will not go into
we're not even looking at
all. Not even looking at them. Planeswalker. Wait, you said this is Planeswalker.
This is the Planeswalker. Did you get the one you wanted?
I got Kaya.
Okay. So is there no other?
The rare is coming to the in-game. That's going to my...
well, that's for your commander deck, I'm sure.
Yes, actually, very much so. I'm very happy about that pull.
So the promo card for Steven is a Kaya, Bane of the Dead.
And so opponents and permanents your opponents control with hexproof can be targets of spells and abilities you control as though they didn't have hexproof. All right. So it just gets rid of that hexproof business.
And there are a few cards, especially other Planeswalkers, I think they give hexproof to some stuff.
And then -3 to exile a creature. That's not bad.
I really like the negative only and static abilities. I think that was a good call for these Planeswalkers.
And also what I really like is the because it costs 6 total CMC, but
that is very high, but high loyalty and hybrid.
But it's high. Yeah, the hybrid mana is what I like because she can go in all white and all black deck.
So we're going straight to the rare slot.
So this is the rare,
on this one,
which is Role Reversal.
Which gain target control of something?
Exchange control of 2 target permanents that share a permanent type.
So this is more than just... I can never think of the name of cards that I want. But the Treasonous Strike or something where you gain control of their card, of their creature.
Kind of. But you exchange, so if it's, you could do Planeswalker to Planeswalker, or
any
you could
permanent
do
type. That's
creature to
something
creature.
else.
You could do land to land.
Exactly, if so chosen. I mean, those colors really don't add up for any synergy right out of the gate, but that's fine. My promos were terrible.
Yeah.
Didn't have any synergy, didn't even try to build around them.
No, I mean, we'll see. We'll see
Cool.
what happens.
Well, I think that worked out well. You got your Planeswalker and your promo.
Yeah.
Let's get straight to
well,
the
so
packs,
what
man.
could have been, let me just see real quick.
Oh, go for it.
Because there was that really, really cool rare that I'm very happy with, which I would have certainly tried to play. And then it was Kazmina. I still got it. Spells your opponent's casts that target a creature or planeswalker will cost 2 more. Okay, that would have been
cool.
Very synergistic. So
I just realized we didn't switch over to the card recognition software and stuff. That's okay. We're going to keep it in. This is live production for you.
yeah, okay. What do you mean didn't switch over?
Well, I got to go to this number and then pick that number and.
So you heard the dings.
Yeah. So let's share what the promo was.
So this is what
Kaya.
I pulled. Kaya.
Planeswalker.
And
try not to destroy your.
Tearing my rares.
You got it up. There we go.
Okay.
Perfect.
All right, let's roll reverse. Okay.
So now we're in the correct view.
Yep.
Now they get the awesome view for the. Correct.
So I'm playing you first, right?
That's the plan.
So you picked correctly because the others were both blue and they were more powerful cards. All right, so this is what I'm actually going to play. Okay.
So again, we're just going to look through, see what he gets, maybe not scan every single card, but just ones that maybe stuck out that are cool. Maybe some of the commons in this set are actually
pretty strong commons.
The Transmutation though destroyed me at my Friday Night Magic tournament.
Yeah, that's one I'm going to be leaning towards.
It's one of the only ways to get rid of the God cards as well. It takes away their ability.
Loses all abilities. Yep. Kaya's ghost form. There's Kaya.
A little synergy with her already. See, we can skin that.
Spellforger weird.
Enchant creature or planeswalker. When it dies or is put into exile, return that card to the battlefield under your control.
This one's pretty good. Tamiya's Epiphany.
Yes.
Strive 4, then draw 2.
I'm definitely going to be adding that to my other standard deck that I play. That's the higher cost is, that's digging 6 cards in to try to find an answer.
All right, so uncommons, Neoforms, not bad.
Yes.
Samut. Creatures you control have haste. That's not bad at all. And then the rare is Spark Double. You get Spark Double, enter the battlefield.
It's an awesome card.
Yeah, that is a good one. This pack worked really well with the ones that you got rid of. Jeez. Okay.
I like how it gets the Planeswalker gets an extra loyalty counter.
Yep.
And what I also like is that it's an illusion card type, but it doesn't have that ability or negative where if it's targeted by anything, illusions disappear.
Yes.
I like that it doesn't have that. So Spark Double is definitely going to be a contender. I can kind of tell you got some maybe black, blue-ish going on.
So far in the first pack. All right, let's see. Blind Blast.
I like that card, Blind Blast. I like the flavor of it. Or not the flavor text, but just the card itself. Deals 1 damage to target creature and it can't block this turn and draw a card.
Yeah.
At 3 mana for instant speed, it's maybe something to be desired. But
this one's pretty cool. Kira's Dambreaker. Let me put that on there. So enters the battlefield, proliferate. It's a 5/6 for 6. So it's a big blue creature.
But that's going to turn the tide. The tide. That's going to turn it. Late game, you throw that down. If it resolves and you get extra counters on the other planeswalkers or the creatures you have, definitely in a limited setting could be the big bomb of the deck.
Crunch Wrangler is not bad. Arboreal Grazer. This one's fun. I want to make use of it in my mono green standard deck. Yeah, the sloth thing. So just whenever you play it, you put a land from your hand on the battlefield.
Okay.
This is a good common because it amasses too. Whenever it dies.
I'm a big fan of both Proliferate and Amass. So I'm wanting to kind of think of some kind of either Proliferate, Amass standard deck, or what I'm trying to also find is like a counter spell Amass deck. There is that one counter spell that will let you amass 2 when that resolves, and I think that'll be a good one. The bond cards are different. I played a couple at my sealed event, and it was all right.
I mean, that could be a swing. So tap all creatures your opponents control, and then creatures gain lifelink. So
that's a good one.
Yeah, so you can tap everything, you swing in, and you get lifelink. That's not bad.
Sorcery means you got to play it, and they might have an answer. You can't surprise them with anything.
Godfrey's statue could be good, but it's expensive.
Is Fibblethip up there?
6 CMC.
Up on the head? Because he's always lost,
that-
you know, Fibblethip. Well, on the Fibblethip creature card.
He's like on the shoulder.
Yeah, no, he's on the head. It's
On
like,
the
how does
head,
he ever get
okay.
to these spots? The little homunculus that's always lost.
Yes.
The greatest story arc in all of Magic history.
So this is pretty good, and this goes with the black cards I have. Angarath.
Yes.
Captain
Is
of
that
Chaos.
The second one? No, it was Semult. Okay.
Yeah. Creatures you control have menace and then amass 2.
Prismite. That, I was telling Tommy, I believe that has a place in any limited deck.
You think so?
Just because even though you have to
Color
pay for
fixing?
2, you still get that 2/1 body for 2. I mean,
That's not bad.
4th,
if you're,
5th, 6th turn, that could really,
yeah.
get you that one color that you need to get something out.
That's true. Rare is Deliver Unto Evil. Choose up to 4 target cards in your graveyard. If you control a Bolas Planeswalker, return those cards to your hand. Otherwise, an opponent chooses 2 of them. Leave the chosen cards in your graveyard and put the rest in your hand, and then you exile it.
So really, you're just going to win the game by making your opponent read all that text.
Yes,
And time
that's a
out.
lot. And I did get a foil common
Okay.
Word Scale Crocodile.
Sweet. So the way we did commons was, let's look at it this
Oh.
way. And it focuses eventually.
You mean the foils?
Yeah. What did I say?
Common. That's a foil
Come
common.
on.
Sad day.
It's not doing it.
Open this one. Save time. You're kind of
We tried.
when you were a little further away, it was fine. But
It takes it. The light is different going that way.
I mean, I'm a fan of big green creature, but
You are known for that.
yes, my standard is mono green. Rising Populace, Stealth Mission, Goblin Assault Team.
I thought Stealth Mission was a good card in Limited. I wish I would have gotten some. I mean, you put some counters on a creature, can't be blocked this turn.
That's not bad.
Proliferate right
With
before
Proliferate
that. I
going
mean,
on,
you
yeah.
know, why not? That'd be an easy way of getting at least +3 on one turn.
This one's pretty good. Aven Eternal, 2/2. It is a flyer, 2/2 for 3, but it amasses 1, so at least it sticks a little extra.
How
for
many
a color.
creatures have a mass in their abilities? That's
here
the
we
first
go.
one I can remember.
This is good removal here. Whenever we bred it up.
-5, -5, absolutely.
And then another bit of removal, Giant Greeting.
In the past 2 sealed events I've done, I've tried to include every removal spell I could, just because that's the name of the game.
Yeah.
You know, the bread method. Have
Yes,
you
the
heard
bread,
that? So
yeah,
I always
yeah.
have to
That's
go
why
with
I say
that.
bread it up.
Bombs, removal, evasion, abilities, and then everything else, the dirt.
Yeah. So here we go. This is what you were talking about. Totally lost.
Yeah, there he goes. Fibblethip's
on
on
the
top.
head.
Let's see, what's that flavor text on that one? At least this was better than that week at the jury review. If only we knew what that was.
Right? All right, so these are pretty good.
Probably
G-Spark.
a card called jury review, and like the
Yeah.
millions of viewers are
Everyone's
yelling at
like,
us right now.
Well, that's why I'm glad we're not actually doing full deck building.
Yeah,
Because
This is just
everyone
fun.
would yell at me for deck building because
Why did you pick that when
Yeah.
clearly the obvious choice was this?
Yeah. So D-Spark, exile target permanent with CMC 4 or greater. I think that's
I
really
would
good.
always play that.
limited, yeah. Bond of Insight, so another bond. Top
Those
4
all
cards of the library
sorceries.
into the graveyard. Return up to 2 insert sorcery cards from the graveyard to your hand. No, that's not awful. Ashiok, I like that one. Control can't cause their controller to search their library, so you can no longer dig through your library. And then the rare is Feather, the redeem.
Dude, okay, so you got the strong white. Your red isn't looking,
You mean the removal or the mobs?
just in terms of like color, good colors so far. Because if
Yeah.
you wanted to play Feather, all the stuff that gives +1/+1
Yeah.
or +2/+2, you get to basically keep using those over and over again.
Yeah.
And then if you combine Feather with this guy here, Burning Prophet,
Uh-huh.
you can just keep getting +1 on it every time you cast a non-creature spell.
And then
get
yeah.
it back the next turn.
That's pretty good.
Burning Prophet, you saw an arena game that I was playing,
Yeah.
not at work. And Burning Prophet's a fairly decent card. That's might be
Okay.
something I would be building
I need to pay
around.
more attention to that then. I kind of just cast it aside.
And you get to scry one, so at least you're digging. You may not be drawing it like you
Yeah.
would with Opt, but put it on the bottom if you need some other answer. It's Spark Double, yeah.
Look at
Spark
that.
Double combined with Feather. I mean, that's 3 colors, but
Yeah. Well, I'm considering going 3 colors no matter what, but we'll see what comes out of this.
cool. Pack number 3.
Pack number 3, Feeding Manticore, Bulwark Giant, Another Dam Breaker. Crunch. Raging Crunch can't attack alone. 3 for a 4/3. Snare Spinner. This one's not bad.
How is that different than other spiders?
It's a new spider. It's 1/3. It's not as big of a butt, but it does get +2/+0 when blocking. So it's a good blocking for flyers.
I didn't notice many flyers in the
Yeah,
games
this one
that I
doesn't have
played.
as much. This one's not bad. Kind of like you choose an online card to discard out of their hand, but then you get to amass one. It's not the worst.
I'm digging anything with the mass. I mean, it's
I like
2
things
for
with
1.
I like things with Death Touch.
I think that things with Death Touch are, I don't know. It's a one shot, you know, because
Yeah.
if they call your bluff, it's gonna die. If they have a bigger
As
blocker.
a mono green player though that relies on creatures so much, Death Touch is always scary. It makes me not want to attack in. Banding is back.
So that is what that.
I think so.
Up to 2
Yeah, 'cause
target creatures you control each deal damage equal to their power to the target creature. It's similar-ish in that it's two target creatures, banding being the ability.
Back when we played in the 90s,
Yeah,
banding was a thing.
but basically the short version of banding is that instead of when creatures band together to attack, you don't need to know any of this for War of the Spark. But when 2 creatures banded together to attack, the attacking player decided how damage was distributed amongst blockers rather than the defender. That's the short answer for that.
Yes.
It reads a lot worse than that, though. That's why they got rid of it.
So looking at my uncommons and my rares, look, they're all red.
Nihab being the rarest.
Triple Trader, look, this is getting me to go red. Bolt Bend.
So maybe blue-red combined with that roll reversal.
Change the target of target spell or ability. Jaya. Another red source you control would deal damage. There we go.
So
And then Neheb, the rare.
that is an interesting one.
It is.
Whenever it deals damage to a player or planeswalker, discard any number of cards. If you do, draw that many cards and add that much red mana.
Yes.
Until end of turn, you don't lose this mana as steps and phases end. So, couple things with this guy. I mean, it's deals. So you attack in, discard 4 cards. You get 4 new cards
And
4 mana.
to cast.
And you can just so it's basically like another main phase.
Well, no, on your end step, you just don't lose the second main phase. On the second main phase, because normally when you end the
Current phase,
the battle phase or whatever
which
it's
I had
called.
no idea that mana
Yeah,
went away like
mana
that.
goes away like
I
that.
thought it was just let it sit in the.
So that's why they have
Cool.
that wording there, that it doesn't lose it. You don't lose it as steps and phases end.
That could get gross because if you then use
that's
that to
rare.
cast a couple of shocks or something, and you had
Yeah.
Jaya out there and
That's all.
double pinging. I mean, that's
Yeah.
you got some pretty good combos going right there.
Yeah, red is looking pretty hot.
So pack 4 or 5,
5, yeah.
getting down to it.
All right, Turret Ogre. 4/3 for reach. That's not bad, but again, not a lot of flyers this time.
Not a lot that people are playing.
If
at
you
least
control
I've seen.
another creature with power 4 or greater, Turret Ogre deals 4 damage to each, or 2 damage to each opponent.
when it enters.
Yeah. Let's see. That guy again. Honor the God Pharaoh. Draw 2 cards and amass 1, but you do have to discard a card. That's not the worst.
Another big crocodile.
Thundering Ceratok.
I think you may have with that combined with feather.
That's true. That's true.
That may have just been your saving.
A-
Not
a win
that's what
con.
sealed it. Yeah. Another epiphany. I just want to. I want to show off this card again.
Okay.
Banehound. 1/1 for 1 with lifelink and haste.
That's pretty bonkers.
I played this in my sealed tournament,
Uh-huh.
and I got it out turn 1, every game, every round except for 1 game.
And you got to
It was cool.
swing it.
I mean, it pretty much died the next
Yeah.
turn or
But
whatever. But,
still,
hey, it
it's-
was.
Yeah.
I love doing turn 1 stuff because the opponent's always
Yep. All right, so uncommon, Domri's Ambush, +1/+1 counter on target creature you control.
fight mechanic ish.
Yeah, then that creature deals damage equal to its power. So it's not even fight; it just
It's-
deals damage to its power.
Which
so
by
that's
that
pretty
kind
good.
of stuff bypasses hexproof also. Does it say target?
It does say target.
It does. Okay, so
Yeah.
hexproof is
If you target,
word
then hexproof
target.
is.
Yeah. I was thinking this was like the Gates Ablaze card, where it just says it deals damage
Yeah.
to creatures, and that bypasses
Yep.
hexproof. This does not.
All right. Jace's Triumph. Draw 2 cards. I don't have any Jace yet, so the second sentence doesn't matter.
That would be completely filler in any deck. I mean,
Yeah.
I can't see where that would
It's
have
card draw.
place. But
So
for 3, for 2, I don't know.
this pairs well with Feather. Heartwarming Redemption. Discard all the cards in your hand, then draw that many cards +1. You gain life equal to the number of cards in your hand. It's not the best, but it's something.
Absolutely.
And then rare is Vivian,
Which
Champion of the Wild.
is a beast.
So this is definitely going in my standard deck.
Nice.
So I'm very happy to see it, because all those big, I could cast Galta as though it had flash.
That's crazy.
Until your next turn, up to 1 target creature gains vigilance and reach. Until the next turn. Okay. Look at the top 3 cards of your library. Exile 1 face down and put the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. For as long as it remains exiled, you may look at that card and you may cast it if it's a creature card. So pretty strong. Pretty strong. At least in my standard deck.
It kind of builds another
It doesn't look like it's
hand.
going to go well here, but okay.
Last pack.
Last pack. Eek. Eek. Okay.
Love that sound.
Can you smell
It's
smell the new
got the
cards?
good smell too. Yes, it's true. Everybody knows it. Teo's Light Shield.
When it enters the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter. Okay, but it costs 3. I feel like that should be cheaper,
But you might get more value out of it if you have Feather.
that's true. Another weird, another Turret Ogre. Pouncing Lynx. First strike on your turn's not bad, so it's a pretty good early game attack.
Right.
Let's see, another one of those. Another one of those. Another one of those. Another Herald of the Dread Horde. Another Herald Plaza. Yeah, I could probably splash a 3rd color with that. This one's pretty good. Prison Realm.
It works well.
Yeah.
It's
So
a lighter version of
exile target
Ixalan's
creature
Binding.
or planeswalker. Pledge of Unity. Put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. You gain 1 life for each creature you control. So that would work well with other Selesnya stuff. Huatli.
I haven't actually seen this one.
Each creature you control assigns combat damage equal to its toughness rather than its power. So if you've got walls and stuff,
Sure.
it's pretty good.
I don't see where she fits in with wall type stuff. Maybe it's just like tougher dinosaurs is what that's supposed to be referencing.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
dinosaurs usually have more attack than they do toughness. So if they're not, if they're not the same.
Right.
But there is. Have you seen the walls deck?
With Arcades.
It's the high alert. Yeah, Arcades and
In
high
high
alert
alert,
because you
sure.
can attack. So this is just kind of another thing for them to
Another
do.
tool in the box.
Yeah, it allows your walls to be a little more powerful. And then promo is Ravnica at War.
Rare.
A rare, yeah. Exile all multicolor permanents.
Which, I mean, there's a fair amount of multicolor stuff here. Does multicolor include
I believe
hybrid
so.
mana
I believe so.
converted costs?
I don't know for sure.
Where's your white? There we go. That's something I would have to look up if I were going to think about using that one. Because obviously, you got your multicolor in the gold cards.
Yeah.
But if something with hybrid mana, well, I would think it would be multicolored because a card is, by definition, every color
Yes.
that is in its casting cost.
Yes.
Even if you don't pay that.
Yes.
For
I
it to
do.
be that.
I do believe it is. What was the other rare?
Oh, I wasn't even keeping track. You had a Vivian. These are your rares here.
And so this was
one of the planeswalkers
promo.
over here?
No, I just looked. I must have stuck it in.
Well, let's just look at some magic cards.
Let's just look through here. Oh yeah, this one. Deliver unto evil.
Did you
I
want your
popped it in.
Jaya to be over there?
Yeah, just to keep the planeswalkers.
And you got that Jaya, plus you got Jaya's Greeting. A little flavor there.
Got Jaya, got Jaya's Greeting. So yeah, if I go red, white, black, I can literally play every planeswalker.
Red, black, white.
I can
Red,
splash for black, but I don't even know if I need Ashiok.
I don't know if you would need Watley.
I wouldn't need Watley either.
You could play those 3, have some super friends on board,
Yeah.
and go with the strengths that you may have in red.
Yes.
And feather, of course. I think that's...
It's 2 white, so
Yeah.
I can't splash for that.
It would have to be... But then white would give you access to that exile card.
I might end up just going red-white just because that's where my power really is. I like the black for some of the removal, and I've got 2 Herald of the Dreadhordes. I would just splash for those, though.
That's one of those things I always have to tell myself is the moment you splash for something, the odds of getting what you need or even getting that card just dramatically ramp down. And sometimes you have to really make those tough decisions in a limited, sealed format of whether or not to include something, not just because you think you might use it, but you're probably not. I mean, because I swear, it's a 40-card deck. I'll play 4 rounds, each going to game 3. It's 12 games,
Yeah.
and there will be cards that I will never draw,
Yeah,
let
which is
alone
odd.
play,
Yeah.
but it can happen.
Yes.
So, what are your initial thoughts right now? You said you were going to think about those 3 planeswalkers, red and white. Anything else you're thinking about or may...
I mean, yeah, kind of leaning towards red-white. I really like what I got out of some of the blue, like with the Spark Double and a couple other things that are going on here, and also black as well.
So that could possibly be one of those things, because you do have all 6 packs as a sideboard,
Yeah.
and maybe have a few of those within arm's reach for a game 2 or 3 if you really need an answer to something.
Yeah. Yes. I can even do this. Do I need all those, though? I mean, it's fun.
I played 4 planeswalkers in mine,
Yeah.
and I ended up taking 2 out
Okay.
just because it wasn't really gelling or synergizing with anything else I had. So if it were me, I'd maybe stick with the non. Actually, that's a tough one, man,
I know.
because that would cost 3 white.
That's even more.
That's even harder than getting the.
Yeah.
Again, we keep saying feather, but this card is just lots of. Let's read that out loud. When you cast an instant or sorcery spell that targets a creature you control, exile that card as it resolves. So it resolves, it's exiled. If you do that, return it to your hand at the end of your turn.
Yeah.
And you get it for the next turn. And rinse and repeat. I mean, that's crazy. Ooh, combined with a card that may give your creature hexproof or something like that. Basically indestructible every turn. Well, cool, man.
Yeah,
Let's see,
we
how
need to
long
work
have
on
we
it.
gone?
Yeah.
We're about at our 25-ish minute mark,
Okay.
which I think
That's not
is
too bad.
long enough to
Reasonable, yeah.
discuss these.
Okay.
We will be having our post-release tournament, as I said, hopefully very soon. We'll see what the work-life school balance brings for the 4 contestants. Steven has some thinking to do about what he might want to
Yes.
build, as do I, because I'm rebuilding my deck. It was terrible. I'm not happy, but I'm sticking with the cards that I have. So with that, we will be signing off. My name is Jack.
Steven,
All right.
Professor Kallenberg here.
We'll see you guys later. Have a good week.
All right.